Female rap artist Saweetie has recently been accused of being a yachter, doing paid and arranged relationships, losing clients because she's abusing substances, doing voodoo. I see a lot of people, one, asking what yachting is, and two, wanting this whole situation broken down, so I'm going to break it down for you. Now, Saweetie's accused of being a yachter. A yachter is somebody that gets on boats and they abuse maritime law. There's a thin line of do's and don'ts in the ocean, and sometimes they use that thin line to buy and sell cash. Now, some people go to Dubai and they get shit on. Some people go to the Philippines and drink piss. Although Saweetie's just being accused and we don't know for sure if she's a yachter, one thing we can agree on is there's a lot of pictures of Saweetie on the yacht. It's almost like she lives her life on boats. A lot of people also found this picture of Saweetie with this casket-ready makeup on and this very, very aged white man at this table. Now, he's a best-selling author. She's sitting there flexing with his book. Saweetie's a tap, 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 and he's a scribble right. If she bad, bought up. Saweetie does live a very luxurious lifestyle, and I just can't believe that she's living this lifestyle from her music. Now, Maybach May, who's put these allegations on Saweetie, is accused of being a madame. A madame is a higher-tier yacht or a higher-tier escort, and they usually are in charge of divvying out the girls. A good example of an alleged madame is Natalie Nunn or Jocelyn Hernandez or any of the bitches that got a show on Zeus Network. They have countless allegations of going to Dubai for these lash parties, but you never see any lashes sold. Then they always come back talking about how they got the bag. Now, one of the things it seems Maybach May is accusing Saweetie of is not fulfilling the full agreement. What's the agreement, you may ask? I think Saweetie was supposed to meet up with the soccer player. I think they were supposed to do and call it a day. Now, Miss Madame is alleging that Saweetie told the soccer player not to pay the madame and just to pay her. Now, here's a video of Saweetie originally meeting the guy at the soccer game, and I think it is a little weird that she doesn't even look like she knows who he is. She doesn't even realize that he's coming over to see her until he gets there, and then she hugs him, and it's a little awkward. Now, she said this is a paid appearance, so what I think was supposed to happen is I think Saweetie was supposed to get paid to go visit this guy. Visit, if you know what I mean. I think when this man visited Saweetie, he fell in love, and she realized that, so she told this man, just pay me. You don't gotta pay her. Now, since Saweetie got the whole pay cut, maybe they have to act like they're in a relationship so it doesn't look weird, the big transfer of money. Because what famous sports player is not gonna give his girl hella money anyways? And they were gonna ice the madame out the deal. Now, a lot of people think this is far-fetched, but I found a couple of videos of Saweetie doing some side missions. I mean, she's at the club overseas, she's throwing money, she's shaking that ass.
Fucking go.
Comment and let me know what you guys think. Do you guys want me to cover some more yachting stories? And do you guys think that Saweetie's a yachter? I think it's weird that she seemingly lives her whole life on the ocean like she's a mermaid. And I also think it's weird that she's caught in these risque photos.
I've been on other yachts of highly wealthy people.
Is it preposterous? I've never been.
I don't judge it, but
I do. I'll judge for you.
I was on a yacht.
Describe it to me. I'll tell you why it's stupid.
I was on Charles Simone's yacht. He's one of the Microsoft billionaires. And there's a staff there, and I like talking to people. And I said, you know, there are people cleaning, and I said, oh, so where do you live? He said, here. I said, oh, in New York? Because it's important here. No, here. On the yacht. And I said, oh, well, when you're not on the yacht, weird. Oh, I'm from Italy, but I live on the yacht. I said, how do you get your mail? He said, well, I go back to Italy, I'll pick it up there, but I live on. And so the idea that you're so wealthy, you can buy people and put them in this floating place, and they call that their home. I had to wrap my head around that. I couldn't.
First and foremost, this is a grown woman we're talking about. She is not a eunuch who's 12 years old in imperial China being castrated for the imperial emperor to have his way with him. Name is not Sporus, and we're talking about King Nero. There are parents who are celebrities who are handlers for their children. This is a grown woman making a decision. Now she might come out later like old girl did, who is in this Diddy trial saying this and that, but I'm not having an existential crisis over this, nor should you. Anybody who is a aware adult knows these things are happening in the world. It's not just to women, it's men too. That Charlie K funeral, grinder crash. They don't want your daughters, they want your sons. So that age of consent, you're thinking about your daughter, you should really be protecting your sons a lot. Sporus, you should look into King Nero and Sporus for sure, and eunuchs in imperial China. None of the things that you thought ended ever ended, such as being a courtesan, a geisha, or a prostitute. None of that stuff has ended. People in power will always have access to things. Just because you decide to be disillusioned by your reality to say it doesn't happen, it does. This is not a pray away moment. Oh, and your entertainers who are always going to Dubai and all kinds of places, you know, these are athletes. These are actors, these are musicians, these are anyone in the arts, and I do include sports in art. Anything that can be seen as entertainment to someone in power, yes. And if you're wondering, well, they had all this money, where is it coming from, and they don't have the talent, that's where it's coming from. And they don't just do celebrities, they'll do average people too. I've had people get in my DMs. Like, it's just one of those things where If you do it, you do it, I guess. I don't know. But I don't really judge people who do it, being there are some people so deep involved in this stuff that they can't even say no anymore. So some of those people who went to Saudi Arabia highly likely couldn't say no because they had dirt on them. You don't know people's lives. But this web gets deep and it gets tangled very quick. I suggest you to just sip your tea and mind your business like I do. It's not like the life that you swear you want. You highly likely don't want it when you realize what you got to pay to get it.